Hi folks, it's been a few days, so I haven't been up for a couple of weeks or a week or so because I've had 2 children off school poorly and also solid, frozen solid. We've had some very cold weather and there's really been nothing I could have done by coming up, so... Oh, look at this. Is that pigeons, do we think? I think so. No great shame. These are just an experiment to see how they cope with the club route. So, yes, I'll cover them back up though. I'm going to cover them back up. Oh, I've completely forgotten about the lettuce. Look at this. Yes, some of them are not survived. Cucumbers have gone. Oh. You won't have liked this weather, will you, fella? No. My dad's had some nice blooms from here apparently, so that's good. Come on, focus. There we go. Mine in my garden did actually bloom as well. They did get round to it a couple of days before it turned frosty. And it looked very lovely for a while. See if I can insert some images for you. So the purpose of my visit today is to get this in finally. I've got 3 different varieties. I've got 2 soft necks and a hard neck, I think. That's what I've got. About equal amount of bulbs anyway, of cloves to grow. So yes, I'm going to prepare the area they're going in and then get them planted out. This is something my daughter insisted I bought from the garden centre a few weeks ago. And it's going to come in handy today. So I'll show you the area we're going to be planting them in. It's more or less clear of weeds. There's just a few to clear out. Some creeping buttercup, which is everywhere. And we've got that wild carrot, I think it was, which is very, very lovely. And we'll clear this out and that should be, we should be able to get this sorted. Okay, so last week I sorted these garlic bulbs out into cloves, split them up, ready to ring them because it was very cold and it's easier to do those fiddly jobs at home. So, and then I got a call from my youngest school and to say pick her up, she's not well, so I didn't get to come. And then we've had really heavy frost and snow since. So today it's been very wet, but it's actually the sun's coming out and it's forecast to be reasonably dry tomorrow, so I thought I'd get them in today. Because let's face it, they're not going to do anything in here, are they? So, yeah. So the first one we've got is this Carcassonne White, which is a hardneck variety. And another hardneck variety is this Kingsland White. So those are my hardneck varieties. And then I've got this Provence White, which is a soft neck. Now the soft neck, if you don't know, is the variety that will store the best because it doesn't have literally that hard neck. This is the core of it. I don't have one in there. It's not the best, I've got to say. You know, I don't know, it's going in anyway, but we'll see. Now, the hard necks produce the scapes, and that's why I'm growing these. The hard necks don't store as well, but I will process them. I may make garlic powder. I'm thinking of buying a dehydrator, and I'll freeze them as well. But the soft necks are the ones that will store. So yes, so if we look at the garlic, that is the bottom where the roots will come from, and that pointy bit at the top is the top. The pointy bit at the top is the top, and that's where the stem will come. Now I'm going to go through these and see how many we've got and discount any of the really small ones. Yeah, we want nice big bulbs. Something like that's going to do. Actually, I think that might be too close together, but the bigger bulbs, the bigger cloves will... That one's a good one. Oh, that's 2 as well. I have done a rubbish job splitting these up, but that's a good one. That's going to be a good one. It's a good example. I mean, these are really good ones, and apparently these ones, the Provence White, apparently they do produce really big bulbs, which is what we want. So let's get them in the ground and stop talking, eh? So this is the bed it's going in. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to get these last few plants out, a bit of buttercup, and get it all prepared. Okay, so I've done my labels and I've prepped the bed and I've popped that little guy in. If only it was as easy as that, eh? So let's start. I'm going to lay them out on the bed to see what the spacing needs to be like, how much we're going to get in here. We should get them all in, no problem. So yeah, so let's get going. So I've laid them out. So as I said before, if the camera will focus, that's the bottom and the pointy bit is the top. So we want to pop them in around 3 or 4 centimetres below ground, and I'm spacing them about 6 inches apart. They're a big variety, so you know that's what it says online. So I'm doing as I'm told, and yeah, so I'm going to get these planted and then I'm going to lay out the rest. I'm going to lay out the rest and then I'm going to get these planted. Actually, plant labels are all done, and yeah, let's get them in the ground. I've just realised that the elder there has been taken down, which is good because it needed to come down. It was taking the gentleman to the side of his wall down, and we are considering taking these out anyway. Well, we are planning to, but we are planning to replace them. But the council have obviously taken it down and just left all the tree on the back there, which I've just ordered a load of seeds for over there to plant out the so some like wildflowers and things that will grow in the rubble. Planning on putting some of this compost once it being cleaned, well, you know, had the roots taken out of it, over the back there, so that we could grow in there, just to make it look nice and to create some biodiversity. I mean, that's going to create habitat over the winter, so it's not too bad, but it does mean it's there for us to clear, which is a bit, yes. Anyway, it's good that the tree's gone, because it'll stop causing damage to that gentleman's garden wall, which is what we want. But yes, we do need to. But look, it's full of birds, so I don't know, I'm really torn. But it is just an elder, and I say just an elder, but they are elders. Oh, they're so lovely. I don't know what they are. I mean, there's a lot of trees around, you know, we wouldn't be taking out the other trees, but yeah, we would be replacing them with something else as well, possibly some fruit trees. It's absolutely full of birds. I've never seen so many in there. Oh, so lovely. So it's time for the perpetual spinach. I'm going to plant it out in polytunnel because we've got some more frosty weather coming, so I'm just going to any slugs I'm going to be touching. You know, I've got to admit, I'm not very anti-slug. I don't appreciate eat all my crops, but I don't like touching them. I am a bit squeamish about touching them. I do wear gloves because I tend to get two things really. I'm very prone to getting dermatitis, eczema, and I have Raynaud's disease as well, so I get very painful, cold, numb hands. So I do tend to wear gloves, especially in winter, to avoid that. Oh, come on. The soil is very soft and wet, so it's coming away easily. Squish the bottom just to get them up. Hope you can see what I'm doing. Put them into the frame. And just get them all out. Chuck them all on the ground, and then we'll plant these around 35 centimetres apart. And I'm just planning to harvest from them. I'm not going to keep them going too long because I will need the space in here for some other things. But for now, they're going in like this. So let's start to move these out of the way. I'll use the label from the nursery, so I'll keep that to one side, and we'll start to plant them out. They'll be very grateful to not be in that little module tray anymore, I'm sure. I'm going to do 2 rows. Again, it's not like there's going to be much else going in here for the next couple of months, at least, a few months. So I'm going to put one here. I have to say, although I've had this plot since May, because my dad had planted it up, I only planted a few bits in the ground really, because I didn't know how much space I had to plant, and I could have put more in. Lots of roots here, I don't know, these are fun. I could have put more in, but I didn't because, well, I didn't know what space I was going to have, but also I'd already sown all my seeds for the year in my garden for that growing season, so I didn't have any left. I did go to the garden centre to pick up a few extra courgettes, because you know, who doesn't need 11 courgettes to feed one person? Getting a bit closer there, aren't we? So yeah, but this feels different, this planting out, sowing the garlic and getting this in the ground. It does, it feels good, it feels like it's mine. Which is funny really, because I've waited, I feel like I've waited so long for this. Not for this one, because I didn't anticipate getting this one, but for an allotment in general. You know, it's really good. Actually got some space where I spin you round, where I took the lettuce out, so I'm just going to I know, fancy camera work, eh? Don't want to waste one. Leave no man behind, eh? Oh, spinach. Perpetual spinach isn't actual spinach, is it? So there, I'm going to give that a water. Spin you round. So you know, Warner Brothers are going to be ringing me, offering me a job filming, aren't they? There we go. Perpetual spinach and lettuce. Sorted. It's turned into such a lovely day. It was such a miserable day this morning, honestly. I feel quite good. I've got some stuff done. Planning on shut this up. We are planning to get the fencing in the new year, so that the water pipe, the stopcock for the water pipe for this site is on my plot, and it runs to this post here with this tub. I don't know why that's there. Anyway, this bed needs replacing, so what we're going to do is we're going to put the fence along where the timber is. We're going to remove that and rebuild this bed slightly further into the plot, so that the posts can go in the corner there and run along here. We're getting picket fencing. Need to find some within my budget, which is about £5. Okay, not quite, but we do need to find some soon, and so that we can avoid this pipe, because the last thing I want is to have to dig up all the way to that wall where the stopcock is. So yes, so that's the plan. I think we're going to relay this patio area here just to make it a bit more level and a bit less of a trip hazard. And then, like I said last time, we're going to be replacing this bed here. Clean all that up. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow. I'm at my kids' school doing some stuff tomorrow, but in the morning anyway. But in the afternoon I might pop up if it is still nice weather and just spend a bit more time. I'm just going to pop the net over these before I go, and yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. I'd love to see you here again next time. Take care. Bye.